Good morning, world. What's going on? It's Michael Gascon, and I'm bringing you today a video on Paso tack, Paso-specific tack. A lot of times people will see the Paso Finos getting worked and they won't understand what's going on or what the tack is exactly about. So I'm gonna debunk some of the myths and give you an idea of what they're looking for. A lot of times you'll see them with two reins, and that's not just specific to Pasos, but a lot of folks in dressage do that as well. Whenever I was in Spain at the School of Equestrian Art, we would do that a lot with Andalusians. We would have one rein on the snaffle, which let us pick them up in the bridle and drive their head up, and we'd have another rein on the curve bit to tip their nose down. In the Pasos, we do a lot of the same. So this is what we call hackamores, and they've evolved a lot over the years. Whenever I was a kid, they were all rawhide, and they had a built-in brow band, and they used all that, the throat latch and everything was built in. Now we've advanced and we use biothane and we just put them on bit hangers. So what the hackamore is for is very similar to a cavesson, but you'll see different setups. So like this one has a leather band and some nubs on the inside, which will be very similar to the knots on a halter. And then on the bottom, we have a braided bottom piece, which I actually braided this one up myself. I learned as a little kid how to braid this stuff because there's few people who do it. And I made a killing as a little 12-year-old. So you put this on a horse, and this is the yesteryear version of a natural horsemanship halter. And basically, this is really gonna help you. You can clip to the noseband or you can clip underneath. If you clip on the noseband, you can pull them left and right and get them stopping from the nose pressure. And then from this bottom piece that's braided here, it hangs and doesn't touch them. But then if they stick their nose out and you stop, this touches, this is gonna sit stationary on their face. And when you pull back on this, it touches them under the chin like a curve, and they'll start wanting to get away from it. And what that'll do is it'll give you the headset that you're looking for. And this is the same exact setup. The difference is it's flat and easy. So whenever you see Paso Finos and they have two sets of reins, one set is on the hackamore and the other set is on the bit. Now, whenever you talk about Paso bits, again, they may look a little different. That's because they're looking for different tools. So these are two spoon bits, and they're very similar, but they do different things. So you see this spoon bit here, this is meant for comfort in the mouth. Both of them are. For comfort and consistency, they have rollers. They have a spoon to help that horse keep its tongue in place. But you see this shank here, this shank comes out and goes straight down. So what that means, this bit you would put it on a horse that you're trying to keep its head up as high as you can get it, and you would peek your hands up a little bit, and you'll be able to keep that horse's head up and right there in your hands. Where this bit, and this is a bit I have won a lot with, this bit here, very comfortable in the mouth, made out of sweet iron, and you notice it has a S-shank. Well, what that S-shank does, kind of like a plastic surgeon, it lifts and tucks. So having it come down makes it lift, and then having it come back to you makes it tuck. So with this one, it's a great way to get your horse's head up and nose in. And you notice I left the roller on one side. If you see those plastic guards right here, those are to keep the connection from the mouthpiece to the shank from pinching the horse's cheek. So there could be a little pinch point here. So to keep that from happening, we put a little mouth guard, a rubber guard there. But this is really something like we're trying to finish the horse up in for showing, because it's going to be comfortable and it's going to make that horse where the showing headset, head up, nose in, the gaited headset is comfortable for the horse. And when you see the horse that has both on, you have the hackamore on first and then you put the bit over it, like so. You would have one set of reins to the hackamore and the second set of reins to the bit. That is showing me that the horse is a schooling horse, that you're working on transitioning them from moving off of their face to their mouth. And they have an age limit on it. By the time the horse hits 5 years old, which is considered an adult horse, they have to be off of the hackamore and just on the bit. So that's some of the debunking and knowing why we use some of the things that we use. Today I use mostly just the natural horsemanship halter, and we go through our respect series. So we end up on a finished horse and a finished bit a lot quicker because we make it very clear and very precise exactly what we're looking for, as opposed to old school of just driving them into the bridle the whole time. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.